Welcome to the first ever installment of the Overkill series. Let's do this. Okay, so, you've watched podcasts before, right? I know you have. How about you, Dylan? Have you ever watched a podcast before?
I'm sorry, you're talking to me? I'm making food.
Alright, yeah, we got a very active side member here. Okay, so, Dylan, what do you think about the Nintendo Switch and the possibility of there being a Call of Duty game on the Nintendo Switch?
I'm microwaving food. Give me a minute.
God damn it. So, guys, back to the topic at hand. Dylan, what was the first Call of Duty game you played?
Black Ops 1.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure.
How old were you?
At the time, I was about like 8 or 7.
8 or 7, not 7 or 8. Alright, whatever. That's interesting. Yeah, the first game I ever played was Black Ops 2. Was it decent enough?
It was good. I mean, the maps were really good.
The multiplayer. What about the zombie DLC? Do you think there were too many zombie DLCs?
No, the zombies for Black Ops 2 were some of my favorite zombies, and like the boss. And then, like, I would say even I don't know about the Black Ops franchise because there was a few good ones from Black Ops 1.
I mean, like, Black Ops 2, there were, like, a lot of DLCs for that, for, like, the zombies and multiplayer, like, a lot.
Like, they overdid it a little because they knew that was probably, out of the two Black Ops at the times, that was probably their best bet. Because that was their best zombie map. Because everybody was playing Black Ops 2, why would they go back to just making a bunch of DLCs for one?
I guess, yeah. Do you think that Nintendo Switch will have any Call of Duty games?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't really think so, but you never know.
I mean, I think on the topic of, like, compared to the Wii U, they're really pushing, like, third-party games, but I mean, I don't know. I think it seems plausible, but I don't know exactly how good it can be. Like, they added Doom, but they had, like, put that down to 30 frames per second, 720p. I don't know how well they could do, like, Infinite Warfare or Call of Duty World War II. I don't even know if it could run that. Like, I know that there's no way that they were gonna go, like they said, and make the Nintendo Switch stronger than the Xbox One. That's definitely did not and will not happen. Do you think Doom would be worth it on the Switch if you had an Xbox One, or do you think you'd get it if you had an Xbox One but like you didn't have it? Do you think you'd get it on Switch or Xbox One?
Xbox One.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they tried, but Bethesda's like adding a lot of games to the Switch on terms of like everything. Is Fallout 4 gonna be on the Switch actually? Is Fallout 4 gonna be on the Switch actually? I don't know.
I highly doubt it.
No, yeah, they got Skyrim though. That was impressive. That was kind of, yeah, I guess that's the only way you could really describe that one. It was pretty impressive to add Skyrim to the Switch, but it was on 360. So, I don't know. Do you have any funny, interesting stories from recently?
Not really, no.
No? Oh, that's disappointing. What's something interesting?
Actually, last night I broke my controller, but...
Oh, well, that was, yeah.
I guess weird it's broken, but at the same time it really isn't.
Really wasn't.
If I put a backplate on it, then it breaks, but if I just take a backplate off, it's perfectly fine.
What is something that if, that was, like, popular back then, but if you were to, that if it were to come back now, you'd be very disappointed in like, everyone on this planet?
Like a type of game, or like just anything in general?
Well, like anything that was popular, a game, a movie, anything.
link to Jaws. That'd be.
No, like what if the Gangnam Style came back?
Why'd you even bring that up?
Well, yeah, because it would just very much disappoint me. Like, what do you think on the topic of that?
Well, I try to forget that subject fully, so thank you for bringing that one up.
I mean, I think everyone does, but you can't avoid it.
What is it, a cult?
Dude, you can't avoid Gangnam Style, bro. What is this? Okay, how about PewDiePie's old video style from like 2014? What if he did that again?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
No, do you really watch a lot of PewDiePie?
No.
No, yeah, I do. A lot. All the time. What YouTubers do you watch a lot of, really?
I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, because it's like sometimes I'll watch like a certain YouTuber, sometimes I'll just watch like the random videos that pop up to my feed.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like, I'll watch the random videos, but that's how I really get introduced to YouTubers. Like, I don't really watch them a lot, or like really watch YouTuber in general, and then I watch one of the random videos that I find, and then I kind of like keep watching their stuff, and I don't know if everyone does that or if they find out about their channel. I just do that like all the time. Do you think that if they added a mechanic like dolphin diving to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, it would be worse or better?
I don't know, it would be better in some sorts, but in other sorts it'd be probably worse.
Like, what about multiplayer?
With the Halo series, what they did was that everybody wanted sprinting, and they added sprinting and just sort of ruined the game.
Well, I don't know. Do you play a lot of Counter-Strike or no?
I used to.
Did you ever like get anything good in a crate? Like, have you ever hit anything insane?
Nothing I can really think of. I know somebody who spent like $300 like just getting a certain knife.
Oh no, yeah, like 2 years ago I was addicted to Team Fortress 2. In the span of like 3 months I spent $212 on crates. That was just the crates. Then I had to buy the keys for each crate, which was just insane. Like in all, I spent $1,000 probably in 3 or 4 months. I was literally broke after that. That was like a really bad idea, actually.
I know somebody who spent $1,000 in Clash of Clans.
Oh my god. No. I know someone who spent $500 on just buying Clash of Clans stuff. Like,
Well, cause I'm pretty sure the if you want to get a Town Hall 11, I believe it'd be like $12,000 something, and he spent like $1,000 and still get a Town Hall 11, just he didn't upgrade shit.
how much was it?
He spent $1,000 to get this game. Yeah, he spent about $1,000 just to get to a Town Hall 11. And then, like, didn't upgrade anything, just got Town Hall 11 so he could get, like, random stuff, like, the random troops and stuff like that. Oh, no, he got all the troops, though, with it, too. So he just didn't have a good game, but he had, like...
No, to spend that much money on a video game is kind of sad.
Huh?
No, to spend that much money on a video game is kind of sad.
Especially when it's a mobile device game.
Oh, yeah.
I have to making a career out of it and having to spend that much money, but, like...
No, I don't know if everyone thinks like this, but, you know, Clash of Clans is, like, completely pay to win.
Yeah, same with Clash Royale.
Well, no, at least with Clash Royale, you can get lucky with the crates. But with Clash of Clans, you can't, and it's, like, kind of hard to get gold. So you're really gonna have to, like, farm out of the game forever to actually get anything good. Jesus Christ, I'm trying to play Super Meat Boy right now as I'm doing a podcast. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm playing Cuphead right now. That's even worse.
No, yeah, I know.
Especially when you're going against your boy Dr. Kyle's robot.
Oh, no, yeah, Super Meat Boy's kind of tame, at least. Jesus Christ, though, this is a hard level. What's the hardest boss in Cuphead?
It's not even the devil, too. I would say some of the top ones are, like, Dr. Kyle's robot, King Dice, which is... King Dice hard because of all the bosses, and which actually get him, you have to like be pretty like good at parrying to get past what he does.
No, yeah, I'm horrible at parrying
You know
and
right?
what?
You know how Dr. Cal, or not Dr. Cal, you know how King Dice works, right?
No, I've never seen it.
Alright, so he has like a bunch of cards that'll come after you, but
Oh, I think I've seen that
I
before.
think it goes like I think it goes a parryable card, then 1, 2, 3, then another parryable card, and the only way that you can get past them all is if you can like parry past all the cards.
No, yeah, I think I might have seen that once, but I think it was in the trailer. No, it had like a really good trailer actually.
Well, I'm an equal 3. Like I have just 4 bosses to go, but I already know like all the bosses what they're like.
No, just seeing the trailer and hearing of the game just kind of had me sold on it. Like, I saw the trailer and then I looked in the comments of the trailer on YouTube, and immediately, not even a day later, I bought it. It was like 2 hours later. I just was.
Well, the game developers are probably really proud of themselves because they brought back an old style type, like an old theme type game, and it made it actually like fit really well.
No, yeah, the soundtrack is really good, actually. I don't know a lot of like.
Also, the quotes, those are very well done.
I don't know a lot of games that can pull off a good soundtrack like that. With that style, like in modern year. Like I know a few of those came out, but like with games like those, like in the old style, they focus so much more on the fact that it's in old style than on anything else. So the level design or like game mechanics end up being horrible, and the soundtrack is horrible. But it's like, oh look, it's got nice but like the graphics aren't the biggest thing about it. I mean, that's like saying having GTA 5 and it's like, oh yeah, it's got nice graphics, but it wasn't open world for whatever reason, just because they wanted to give it nice graphics and make that a thing. And it's just like, oh, okay, yeah. You could do it, and it might get some sales.
Oh yes, I just beat Dr.
As
Cal's room.
it might get some sales as a linear game if it had a decent story.
God.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Dr. Cal's robot, that was living hell.
Okay, let's talk about the forgotten tournament of our clan. Remember that?
Wait, first off, I've got an A plus on Dr. Cal's robot. But anyway,
How? Okay, the forgotten tournament of our clan. That was
you know,
no, yeah,
guy?
yeah, the one guy.
Oh, that was a blast.
Oh yeah, just fun time. I did not want to die the entire game. So, for anybody who hasn't killed themselves watching this yet, we were doing a clan tournament, which, by the way, we were going to record and put up, but we didn't, for the reason I'm about to enlist to you, which is that this man, in the game, we were doing a snipers-only battle. He was using a helicopter and airstrikes, and shotguns and assault rifles with grenade launchers, and knifing, and before he started using, like, all the score streaks and non-sniper weapons, he was using a Barrett with a jug on, and so he said that we were cheating, though, because we were hard-scoping.
You know, it gets funnier because I was absolutely destroying him with, like, just all the kills I got with an M4.
No, yeah.
And stuff, and it was pedophilia because he was 20 and his teammate was, like, 9, and they were, like, really good friends.
No, yeah, it was really awkward, actually.
His friend wasn't any better, though.
No, yeah, his friend was at least not cheating. That was okay. I mean, he knifed, I think, and he might have called in a UAV recon, but a UAV recon is a lot better than an airstrike in a snipers only match. And at least his friend wasn't using jug, at least from what I saw in the first game. That has officially ruined Pipeline for me, actually. I was kind of excited to do that, and then it was just like, nope. When you pull the old...
It's not fun. No, Pipeline's not fun when you're standing under a bridge camped out away, trying to hide from a helicopter that's like going right over you guys.
Oh, yeah, no, we were hiding underground, and he was like, oh, yeah, what? It only got, like, what, 2 kills, 3 kills? It wasn't even that bad.
Yeah.
But it was still, like, either way, yeah, you were using a helicopter, though, in a snipers only match. You don't do that.
And then he's like, yo, you guys are so bad.
Oh, yeah, and then he invited us to a party. Yeah, and then I got...
You guys are so bad, it's not even funny.
No, yeah, then I got on GTA, and he started trying to be friendly and playing GTA, and I'm like, nah, dude, you were a jerk about it. He messaged me, yo, I'll beat you in GTA as well. I'm like, oh, thanks. Sick. I'd like... No, how do you... GTA 1v1s are horrible. It's, like, purely luck. Like, you have more money than the other person, so you have, like, a shotgun with max attachments on. That's the only way to really win. No, the Super Meat Boy boss battles are actually pretty hard. The thing I don't like so much about Cuphead was how they advertised it as a platformer, and yeah, it was a platformer, but it had more bosses than platforming. I mean, yeah, it was like side-scrolling, jumping, but it wasn't exactly like a traditional platformer where you like dodge things and enemies, but more it was like bosses over and over again, and I really didn't like that. I kind of wanted more run and gun levels, and that's kind of the biggest reason I bought the game. I was like, oh, a platformer on Xbox that's like professionally made and in the style. I was like, okay, that is awesome. But then there were
Weapons, holy fuck.
like 85% bosses. Jesus Christ, my TV's so loud, but I'm trying to do this podcast. I don't even have time to get up and get the TV remote. Alright. Oh, finally, I unlocked nothing. Never mind.
Like, I can't even be mad, dude. I'm so glad I finally finished that one boss battle.
No, yeah, I saw it. It looked hard, and everyone was complaining about how hard it was, but I don't know what you expected.
Because he has way too much health.
Well, I mean, what do you expect, though?
It was funny, though, because everybody at first in the game thought it was a glitch. They didn't, like...
They didn't think it was supposed to be like that?
Yeah, because once you... it was weird. Because in, like, the first level, or stuff like the first stage, his stages don't progress. So, like...
Oh, I didn't hear about that, no.
Like, it's weird.
Yeah, is it? How hard is it? Like, how much health does he have?
Like, a lot.
I think the biggest reason I got the game was because I heard Hotline Miami was, like, such a hard game. And I just beat that entire game in, like, 3 days. So I was like, okay, if it's that hard, maybe I'm decent at video games. Let's see how hard this game is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying, because I beat Dark Souls at that time.
No,
like,
Jesus Christ. I've never played Dark Souls, actually.
And then the DLCs came out, so I bought the DLCs. There's only one boss I'm stuck on the DLCs, though. So.
How well do you think that, Cuphead would go down if it had DLC, like, more run and gun?
I don't know. I don't really like the running guns. I feel like their main thing should stick to bosses.
Well, I think if they're gonna, like, advertise it as much as a platformer, then they are, like, more like mini games. Because the bosses are more like mini games, because they all have, like, different patterns for attacks. It's basically, like, a bunch of reskin mini games. But, I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, though. It's a really good game. But they advertise it as a platformer, I'm gonna want more, like, of the run and gun levels, where it's, like, actually a traditional platformer, like, run left to right, attack enemies, dodge obstacles, and crap like that. Not all the bosses. I'd just be happy with, like, a variety pack that gives you, like, more, like, 50% run and gun levels, 50% new bosses, and that was it. Like, I'd be okay with that, because then I'd get run and gun levels like I expected from the game when it first came out, and I'd get, more of, like, the stupid bosses, which well, I guess I shouldn't say stupid, that was just screaming out, but, you know, I guess, you know. But, it was a good game when I played it. I uninstalled it because I didn't play a lot of it in a while, but I'm probably gonna get back to that.
This is painful. I don't know what to use. Like, Chaser is for the last one. That's probably smart idea. Besides that, I don't know.
No, the game's insanely fun, though. And the style is really good. I swear to God. I'm about to kill myself. No, not really. Oh my God, I'm trying to play Super Meat Boy. Some of the levels are actually insane. Like, I'm not even lying. The only reason that this is hard for me is because I really care about what grade I get in levels in this. I only will go to the next level if I get an A+ on a level in Super Meat Boy. So I'm just, like, trying to hit A+ timing, and it's not that easy. And it's actually not easy at all. What do you think the best song of this year would have to be?
Oh my God, I don't know, but I would say bombarded by freaking eyeballs. That wasn't funny.
No, yeah, what do you think the best song of this year is?
I'm not sure, really.
Well, in your opinion, if you had to pick one.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm not really sure. I never really thought about that question.
Well, you don't have to think about it, bro. It's just on the spot of the songs you've heard of this year. What's your favorite one?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if I were to have to pick one, I'm not sure.
Well, are you sure?
I feel like this year has more had a whole different variety of songs.
Yeah, but if you were 100% forced to, it's kind of like you would just like say one on the spot.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to see which one you would say on the spot because I'm just trying to get an answer here.
Well, at the moment, I'm gonna take a brief little break just because I need to go do something. Like, I just finished dinner, so I'm just gonna put something downstairs.
Yeah, well, the podcast is like officially over anyway in about 2 minutes, so that's dope. So, I think, yeah, my favorite song of this year is really split on that. Because I've listened to a lot of songs from the past, like, 20 years this year that I really like that I hadn't heard of before. And a lot of songs from this year and last year that I heard, so I really don't know 100% what I could say on that one.
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't, like, have any clue, though.
No, if I were to just say one on the spot, I swear to God, it would just be a Slim Jesus song, because they have, like, decent flow, and that's it. And I can't really think of anything else, and that's all I could say.
I'm saying right now, in Cuphead, this is so hell, because I'm going through so many different weapons to go against Phantom Express. I don't know which one to use.
I've never seen that.
It's very interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna try Lobber first.
Well, you know what else is very interesting?
What?
The results of how this video will play out against our subscribers. So, what did you guys think of the podcast? Was it okay or was it really bad? Because I think it was not the best. Make more comments. If you've seen my last montage, you'll know what type of comments that I don't like, but I'll like anyway because for fun. So make sure to send me more of those, because I love when I'm getting virtually sexually assaulted over the internet. So, well, that'll be the end of this podcast. I hope you didn't kill yourself while watching this, because this was pretty bad.